Students and teachers across our area return to school next month, and school safety does remain at the forefront of many people after the Uvalde, Texas school shooting tragedy. This morning, we have a live interview with Chief Sammy Shoemaker with the Starkville-Oktibbeha School District. Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us so early.
Good morning.
How are Mississippi's school resource officers feeling as we approach the start of a new school year?
I think everybody, their attention is a little bit heightened just on the heels of everything that's happened recently around the country. But, it's just kind of expectations as usual because school resource officers every year are focusing on keeping the campuses safe and doing their jobs to make sure that faculty, staff, students, parents and visitors are safe when they come on the property of the schools. So it's pretty much expectations as usual.
Yeah. And, speaking of our parents, how comfortable do you think they should feel about their kids' safety at school?
It's understandable that there would be concern with parents as far as sending their children to school, especially after what happened there in May in Uvalde. But at the same time, we should give parents some comfort to know that we're going to do our very best to make sure that their children are safe every day that they come on to school campuses. And so we want parents to try to relax and let's try to get back to normalcy as much as we can, even though Uvalde was a huge tragedy for everybody.
I think school resource officers are some of the greatest roles in schools because you can always see them. Yeah, they're in uniform, but most of the times they're joking around with students. How would you describe the quality of SROs throughout our state?
I think Mississippi is very fortunate with the type of SROs that we have because we uh, have some great officers who are well qualified to do the jobs that they do each day. And our state association, which is MASRO, that means Mississippi Association of School Resource Officers, our association does a great job to provide training annually for school resource officers and our school safety officers. So I believe our school resource officers in Mississippi are very well trained and very capable of doing their jobs.
Is there anything you would like the public to realize about SROs real quick?
Yes, a portion of the public, I think, has a misunderstanding as to what SROs are. SROs are certified police officers. They're not security guards because sometimes people from the public think SROs are security guards, and they're not. They're certified police officers who have graduated from a Mississippi Law Enforcement Training Academy, and they have worked on the streets of Mississippi, whether they're assigned to the school from the local police department or the local sheriff's department. And some school districts have their own campus police department to where those officers who are hired that way have to have at least 3 years of experience in law enforcement before they can even qualify to be an SRO. And all SROs have to have at least 3 years of law enforcement experience before they can be an SRO. So our SROs are certified police officers who have all law enforcement authority, just like any other law enforcement in the state of Mississippi.
Well, Chief Shoemaker, thanks so much for joining us. That is all the time we have. Have a great school year.
Thank you so much.